Hey guys, it's Blyboy, and today we'll be going over the character of Mandarin Spawn. Since we already went over Gunslinger Spawn, I said, you know what, let's go over Mandarin Spawn because he's not as well known as Gunslinger. So, Mandarin Spawn is a very tragic character in my opinion. It's very sad what his life was, but in the end, he gets what he deserves. He first appeared in Spawn number 165, and this was a one-off story, but I'm hoping he returns at some point. Anyway, during the time of the Tang Dynasty in ancient China, there's this governor, and he wants these warriors. They're very expensive, so he starts taxing the peasants. The peasants can't afford them, so they give him a gift. And their gift is this 22-year-old man who is very badly deformed named Ching Li. And Ching Li, he becomes like this form of entertainment to the people, these cruel people who just constantly torture the thing, or torture him. And he's a man. He's just being tortured by these people. Now, they end up bringing him into their dining hall or their very nice place where they eat. And they chain him up and they put him on display like a jester almost. And what they do is they brand him and torture him and all these things for people's entertainment. And it's very sad. I mean, it makes me angry just reading it. But the one person who does treat him right is a storyteller who works there. This very kind man who he comes to him one night while he's in his cage and covers one of the wounds with some type of cream to help. And sadly, after this, the governor's daughter comes out and teases the man, talking about how ugly he is and how he'll never get a woman like her and blah, blah, blah. Her just being a basic bitch. Anyway, this is just, I know it's a tragic story. We're getting to it. But anyway, the next day, you have Ching Li. He's chained up once again. But this time, one of the guards makes a bet with the governor. I bet you this money on a horse that I can shoot the guy blindfolded. And that's exactly what he does. But he ends up shooting him in his soft heart, killing Ching Li. That night, while the storyteller stays with the body, he's met by a man who says, "Hey, I'm a servant of Maliboja. I can handle this. Don't worry about it." The storyteller walks off, and he hears the man tell him, "I know what you dream, and I can help you achieve that." The man disappears, and that was the end of it. The next day, Ching Li's body is left up in a cage to rot and stay on display, still being disrespected even in death. And that's when a warrior rolls up to the gates and tells him, "Look, I want to be part of your army. Bring me your best warrior, and I will fight him to prove my worth." And the governor's like, "You're crazy." So they bring out their best warrior, and this guy mops the floor with him completely. This is Mandarin Spawn. And what he does is he completely impales this guy and then slices off his arms. He turns him into sushi, basically, because this is just a very brutal, killing. But anyway, after this, they invite him into the dining hall, where it's revealed this is Ching Li, but no one knows who that is, except for the storyteller. And when he realizes this, he's like, oh, crap. Ching Li then cuts off the daughter's head, and things really pop off. He starts killing everyone in the dining hall. And it's funny because the guy asked him, "Can you remove your mask?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm terribly scarred from my enemies." And he said, "Well, me and you say in the same type of philosophy that if someone scars you, they should be killed and should be shown no mercy." Which is ironic because this is exactly what Mandarin Spawn does. Is he murders all of them except for the storyteller. And he also doesn't murder the governor for a very specific reason. He wants the governor to feel the same way that he felt. And so what does he do? He puts him in the cage that Ching Li's body was put in, and he's left there to suffer for the rest of his life. Legend ends with him going back to hell, and by his side is a beautiful woman, and they make love passionately, and that was the end of his story. But he did make a brief appearance in Spawn 297, but we haven't seen much of him. Hopefully he shows up later for the stuff going on with the Spawn universe, and since there is a war coming, you're going to need as many spawns as you can get. And Mandarin Spawn, he's a good choice, good warrior. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.